Have you ever wondered how the whole world's money changed forever in just one night? Not because of a war or a big explosion, but because of a man talking on TV on a quiet Sunday evening. That man was President Richard Nixon. On August 15, 1971, he gave a 20-minute speech that killed the old kind of money and created a brand new one. Most people watching didn't even realize it at the time. But that night, money as we knew it died. What replaced it? A kind of money that works only because governments say so. No gold, no real treasure behind it. Just promises. This is the crazy true story of the night money died. I'm going to explain everything like you're 10 years old, with simple stories about piggy banks, magic printers, and broken promises. By the end of this video, you'll understand money better than most grown-ups. So get comfy, because this story has twists, surprises, and big lessons. If you stay until the end, you'll discover why your parents complain about prices going up and why the world's money system is so weird today. Ready? Let's travel back in time on Bull Battle. What money used to be. The gold days. A long time ago, money wasn't just paper. It was special because it was connected to real gold. After World War II, leaders from many countries met in a small hotel in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. They made a big promise. 1 ounce of gold, mar 35 US dollars. Every country's money would be connected to the US dollar. And the dollar would always be connected to gold. It was like a giant piggy bank rule. You couldn't just print more dollars whenever you wanted, because you had to have enough real gold to back them up. This kept everyone honest, just like when your mom says you can only spend money you actually have. For many years, this system worked great. Countries traded with each other. The world got richer. The dollar became the king of all currencies. Ships, oil, toys, food, almost everything important was bought and sold using dollars. But here's the problem with big promises. Sometimes countries break them. Why America started breaking the rules. In the 1950s and 1960s, America was doing a lot of expensive things. It helped rebuild Europe after the war. It fought wars in Korea and Vietnam. It built highways, sent men to the moon, and created new programs to help people. All of that cost huge amounts of money. The US started printing more and more dollars, way more than the gold sitting in Fort Knox could support. It was like eating all the cookies in the jar and then writing IOUs saying, "I'll replace them later." By the late 1960s, other countries noticed something fishy. They had tons of dollars saved up, but America didn't have enough gold to give them if they asked. France's president, Charles de Gaulle, got angry. He said, "We don't trust your paper anymore. Give us the real gold." French boats actually sailed to America, loaded up with gold bars, and sailed home. Other countries like Germany and Japan started doing the same thing. America's gold was disappearing fast. The people working for President Nixon started to panic. They had two bad choices: keep the old promise and run out of gold, break the promise and change the rules. Nixon chose to break the promise. The night everything changed, August 15, 1971. On a warm Sunday night, millions of families were watching TV. Instead of cartoons or baseball, they saw President Nixon sitting at his desk looking very serious. He said the United States would no longer let people trade dollars for gold. He called it temporary. That word temporary was a lie. It's been over 50 years, and the gold window never opened again. That single speech ended thousands of years of history. For the first time ever, the world's most important money was no longer backed by anything real. It became what grown-ups call fiat money, money that only works because the government says this paper is valuable. Have you ever played a game where someone makes up the rules as they go along? That's what happened to money in 1971. What happened right after? At first, most people didn't notice. The stores stayed open. Ice cream still cost the same. But soon, the hidden problem showed up. Without gold holding it back, the government could print as many dollars as it wanted. And that's exactly what happened. Prices started going up fast. This is called inflation. It means your money buys less and less over time. In 1971, a normal house cost about $25,000. 10 years later, the same house cost almost 3 times more. Gas for cars became super expensive. Food prices went crazy. Your grandparents probably remember waiting in long lines at gas stations during the 1970s. It was like someone secretly making your piggy bank money weaker every night while you slept. The new game, debt and trust. So if money wasn't backed by gold anymore, what held it together? Trust. The world had to trust that America would be responsible. Trust that the dollar would always be accepted. Trust that the system wouldn't break. America discovered something amazing and a little dangerous. It could print dollars and the whole world would still want them. This led to what we call the dollar standard. Instead of gold, the whole planet started using the US dollar as its main money. Oil was sold only in dollars. Big loans between countries were in dollars. Even today, when countries buy and sell things, they usually use dollars. This gave America something called an exorbitant privilege. It could print money that everyone else had to use. Old kings used swords to rule. America used paper, but every superpower has a weakness. The big consequences we still feel today. When you remove the rules from money, debt becomes super easy. Look at these numbers. They're crazy but true. In 1971, America's national debt was about $400 billion. Today, it's more than $34 trillion. That's 85 times bigger. Governments, companies, and even families started borrowing more and more. It's like getting unlimited candy on credit and promising to pay later, but later never comes. Because money could be created so easily, we got giant bubbles. In houses, in stocks, in everything. When the bubbles pop, the government prints even more money to fix it. This happened in 2008 and again in 2020. The rich got richer because they owned houses and stocks that went up in price. But regular people saw their savings lose power and prices at the store keep rising. Even a 10-year-old can understand this part. If you can print as much candy as you want, the candy becomes less special. That's what happened to money. The petrodollar and hidden power. After 1971, America made a secret deal with Saudi Arabia. Saudi oil would only be sold in US dollars. In return, America promised to protect them. This deal was called the petrodollar. Suddenly, every country that wanted to buy oil needed dollars first. The dollar became like oxygen. You need it to make the modern world run. This is how America kept its money power even after breaking its gold promise. The dollar didn't need gold anymore. It had oil. The big lesson for you. So what does this all mean for a 10-year-old watching bull battle? It means the money in your parents' bank account is different than it was when your grandparents were kids. It's not backed by shiny gold. It's backed by trust and promises. When governments print too much money, it makes things more expensive for everyone. That's why your parents say, everything costs more now. Here are 3 simple truths to remember. Real value is rare. Gold is hard to find. Good skills are hard to learn. These things keep their value even when paper money gets sick. Trust is fragile. Once people stop believing in the money system, it can fall apart very quickly. History shows this again and again. Rome, France, Germany, all had money disasters. The best protection is knowledge. The earlier you understand how money really works, the smarter you can be with it. The night money died in 1971 didn't happen with a big bang. It happened with a calm speech on TV, and the world has been living with the results ever since. This is the secret story of how one decision changed money forever. From the gold standard to endless printing, from real value to paper promises, now you know the truth. If your brain is full of new ideas and you finally understand why prices keep going up, then you're in the right place. This is Bull Battle, where we uncover the real rules of money, power, and history in a way that even kids can understand. If this video helped you see the world differently, smash that like button, subscribe to Bull Battle, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big lesson. The answers aren't hidden in the future. They're already written in the past. I'll see you in the next battle, warriors. Stay smart and stay curious.